Hello, my name is Freedom. I'm a licensed therapist and a coach. And in this video, I wanted to talk about things that you can do when you might be feeling inadequate or maybe like you're not smart. So I wanted to start by saying, if you ever feel like that, that's completely normal. You know, I'll have clients talk about how they'll feel like that maybe at work or at school, or maybe they're talking to someone that intimidates them. And just know that if somebody intimidates you, there are situations where they're intimidated too. So it's not just you. Another thing is, maybe you're just starting therapy for the first time and you're intimidated. Maybe you feel like you're not really sure what to think, what to expect. And I just wanted to tell you that's all very normal. So make sure you are having self-compassion and you're just reminding yourself that this is very normal. All right, so we can go ahead and start. The first thing that you can do is when you're taking in a lot of new information, make sure you balance doing things that are maybe just mindless and really just chill with the things that you're doing that are a little bit more challenging. So, some people like to maybe even just like stare outside their window, and that helps them because it's mindless. It doesn't really take a lot of mental energy. Some people, they like to draw because they think that that's mindless. Maybe it's going on a walk. It could be a lot of different things that can kind of just don't take as much mental energy. So make sure you're doing things that really help you with relaxing your brain and really just doing things that help you to just not, be so hyper-focused. Another thing that you can do is remind yourself that there's hope. This is very normal. So think about maybe when you were in kindergarten and you were learning, how to write your ABCs. And at the time, it just seemed like it was like so much information and it was challenging. But you know what? There was hope then and you were able to learn it, And I mean, even if someone does happen to watch this and maybe like writing is really challenging for you, and so maybe when you think about that type of memory that's traumatic for you, if that's okay, because there's always help. There's help, there's hope, there's always going to be people, and resources that you can use to help you if you need assistance with learning things. And if there are memories that come up that are harmful, that's okay too. That just means that now you know what you can work on to help you with these situations. Another thing that you can do is really be mindful of what you're taking in. What kind of things are you watching? What kind of things are you listening to? Are they things that might be subconsciously telling you that, hey, people from this gender, people from this race or this ethnicity are, people who are more intelligent than me, or if you are the same race as them or the same ethnicity, are they making you think that you're more intelligent than other people? Just really be aware of how different things are maybe impacting you, because you want to be careful and you want to know that whatever you're taking in is going to help you to really just be the best version of yourself, and so that you can really help other people, because you really want your light to just shine and you want other people to be uplifted as well. So just be cautious of what you're taking in. Another thing that can help is to really think about any experiences that you may have had. I know I touched on this earlier, but these can be situations where there's intense trauma in the classroom, and maybe even sometimes situations where somebody else has had trauma, and it might be secondhand trauma where you've heard of somebody else saying, hey, when I took this class it was really, really hard. And so maybe that's making you go into the situation thinking, oh wow, this is going to be really challenging for me. But it might not be. There might just be mental blocks that you have because of things that you've heard about something. So really just be aware of different experiences that other people have had or that you've had, and how this might be shaping you. Another thing that you can do is you can really think about your learning style. So there are different theories about learning styles. Some people will say, there are 4 different learning styles. Other people will say there are a lot more than 4. So it really just depends on your perspective with that. And, I would say just research it and try to figure out what learning style helps you to learn the best, and really just be careful, have grace on yourself as you're learning about the different learning styles and you're figuring out, what works for you. Some people really like colors and they like to make things, colorful, so they like to maybe use certain colors when they write, they highlight different things. Or some people like to listen to people giving them instructions. There are all these different types of learning styles, so I'm not going to get into them because there's so many, but that's something that you can look into, is the different learning styles and how that might be impacting your learning. So here's a friendly reminder, make sure you have a lot of self-compassion and grace on yourself as you are learning these new things, and just know that you're not alone. So those are my tips on things that you can do when you're feeling that you aren't smart. I hope that this video has helped you, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.